Man, what up, guys? This is for the rapper that's in Cali called Bullet There. That's his name that did a song with Lil Boosie, Bullet There. Um, I want him to know something. I don't know you that well, man. I wish we could have got to know each other a little bit more before. I hate when that rap with Boosie, Bullet There. I hope we would have got to know each other a little bit more. Um, I want to tell you about Boosie. Boosie is messing with something that he don't know. And he's listening to, he's lying to you, and you believe in his lies. And the senators is involved in this situation. You're dealing with a lot of y'all, the mob, y'all just United States. Let me tell you something. A lot of foreign people interested in you, and we don't have time for it. You hear me? Y'all think about making it in America. I have already made it all over the globe. Okay, I want him to hear me because y'all, when y'all did me wrong, bullet that I don't know you that well, and I want you to understand that the senator and them been watching you. You say you the mob. Let me tell you what God said. God said you're playing around with my money. You're playing around with my money. You're playing around with true American money. I don't care if it's mine or whatever it is. God said, this is my money. God said, we are keeping it real. And one person that's keeping it real shall win when the others are lying. And I think the senators know, right? This can affect a lot of people. You're stepping in the wrong direction, Billy Darren. And Boosie think I'm bluffing that people don't know. The senators don't know. And foreign people been watching me for a long time. You're on the road that you don't can understand. But I know when I was in jail, you were being controlled. You hear me? I noticed something. God said I got all of you names. I know all of you faces. You have been in and out of my system, in my heavens, or in the system down here in America. And I know you. Thank you. There's too many people involved when you listen to Boosie and Dallas lie. And I told him after this all over with, y'all don't even know me, Bullet there. I want to just catch a flight to Paris and probably just do all of that. You know, we don't even have to talk about the blueprint we build, but if you build, I will sue you. And thank you. I'm doing good. How you doing today? I just woke up from a nap. How y'all doing today? I just woke up from the nap, but Boosie and a guy called Bullet there, and like there's a lot of line stuff going on. God said, you know, everything is not being honesty. You know, when I'm in society, it's always one sided. Everybody listening to other people, but don't get the whole facts. Bullet there, and the rest of them. What Boosie been telling you? Is it facts or lies? When you do videos with y'all, that's the question. God want to know: is it facts or lies? Is Boosie telling the truth? What he tell you? Is Boosie giving you all this information? That's the truth. But let me tell you, God said to my other senators in every state that are going to communicate with every rapper across the world and everything. Boosie, you keep connecting. And let me tell you, God said, God expect to communicate. God said, I expect to communicate with every person in prison, in the Senate, in jail. So you got communication out of jail, Boosie, and God said, I got communication in jail. And for people that believe in me, is going to know the truth out of the matter. So let me tell you what God said. Tell all my disciples to communicate with people up in jail and up in prison, to let them know the truth of the matter of what it is. God said you are dealing with something that's way out of your hand. You talking about my money? God said, let me tell you something. You talking about a whole American money. You little rapper just thinking about Boosie don't want to tell you about the business. He wants you to just make it in America. He want to use you. But if you're a businessman, you got to think about money overseas. Look at your guy. Look how your guy is traveling, and he got the radar. Look how you traveling. You don't think I know before I got into this business? When Boosie and them lied and the rest of them lied, you don't think I know about foreign affairs? You don't think I know about before how to do the music business, how we just not gonna have to do it in America? Because when you become big, you got to think about traveling out there. You don't think I studied all this business? You see, y'all disappointing. Boosie want to use y'all, man. Trap Boy, Freddie, and Young Boosie want to use y'all. But if these kids know what they know, they'll be bigger than they'll be traveling, doing overseas shows, and doing all of that. They just want to make it in America. What about God say? What about making it all over in my world? My whole planet. What about that? Put it there. I don't got no beef with you. God said, I don't know you, but I wish you we could have took more time. People always listening to other people. I think I had that in my lifetime before, where people are listening to other people. It's going good. They're listening to other people and don't get all their facts together and get to know me. Everybody before y'all attack and do all of this, but you still not gonna want to hear, right? You know, I didn't hear people on different platforms say they don't care. These kids that attack me at Whataburger and this rap, listening to these rappers in Dallas, they don't care. Kids that 30 million teenagers, black kids in the world, they don't care. But God gonna make you care. God gonna make you care about your actions. God gonna make me care because I'm gonna deal with you. God said we're gonna deal with you. None of the senators did me nothing. You hear me? They run these states. And I know you're in control. So if I ask, hold up, if I ask the senators, they already know what's going on to reach out to everybody in every prison about my ideas and my master plan and expose you, busy. Booster to connect with everybody, every security guard in Dallas and prison Angola, everybody, every gang member, every organizations. If I asked them, the senator, and God told me to ask them to tell them my idea, what would you do? The senators already know. How long are you willing to stay in your life, Boosie, and the rest of y'all? So if I ask every senator to communicate with everybody in every prison and every jailhouse, what that mean? Angola, everywhere. If I ask the president to communicate with BG to tell her that you're a liar, what that mean? And that's what we're gonna ask, right? Your truth and honesty, right? That you and Yellow Breeze are asking, right? So if I ask a favor from the president to communicate with BG and tell him that you're a liar, right? That's what we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask the president and ask the Justice Department to communicate with BG. God said, I want you to ask this question. Tell him to communicate with BG. You friends with him, right? The people that sit with BG in jail tell them God said that Boosie is lying with Yellow Breeze and them and the rest of them. God told me to tell every sinner to communicate with every disciple in every jailhouse, every prison. And God said, I want them to know my name. I want them to know it. But I want them to be, even though if you don't want to hear the truth, and your anger and your frustration get the best of you. But we're going to ask the Justice Department that God said we're going to tell the FBI. God said to tell BG to tell, I want you to get a message to BG for me that Boosie been lying with the rest of them. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to ask the president because God still told me to do this. God told me to tell everybody in every prison and every jail, God said, that believes in me, that hold my name with them, that y'all been lying. They got people that believe in me in those prisons and those jails. You're stepping really overbound. That don't concern you. God said you're stepping overbound. Bullet head, you're stepping overbound. I wish we could have got to know each other. We'd have a bunch of fun. But Boosie, they know. They know, okay? And it's a matter of time to Obama and them speak up. So let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell the president, and I'm gonna go tell Senator Ted, and I'm gonna tell every senator. God told me to tell them, let them know the truth. So let me tell you, God said, when the prisons start talking, and the people in prison start talking, and people in the jailhouse start talking, and BG know the truth, and the rest of them know the truth. We're gonna go against the people that are trying to go against God and go against her. I'm not going against God. You think you think I'm actually going against God? You think I'm actually going to get the justice department? You know, this is about City Hall that did wrong. I don't. Governor Abbott and the rest of Senator Ted haven't given me nothing. Obama haven't given me nothing wrong. None of these people haven't given me wrong. What's the problem I have with them? Trump haven't really did me not Trump did none of them haven't did me wrong. What's the problem? But y'all action in Dallas and Oak Cliff and the rest of y'all, that's the problem. That's the problem. So let me tell you something. God said, I want you to reach out to your disciples in prison. So what we're gonna do, God is gonna guide me. We're gonna message that FBI. God said, I want you to reach out and tell them that Dallas has been lying from every prison. So, and let me tell you why we say that, because the people that's in prison that holding their family down, they're gonna communicate with their family outside. And God said, my voice is gonna get heard. The people that believe in me that be in prison, and my voice is gonna get heard even deeper than you even understand. God said. So when they communicate with the people in prison, they're gonna communicate with them out there, their family members. And everybody that believes in me would know, not just in the outside world, inside of here. God said, you got a family to feed, I got a nation to feed. This is about honesty, dignity, and real. Y'all streets, Boosie have no regardless for his actions, and the rest of them have no regardless for their actions. So God told me to send you a message, Boosie. We're gonna get the FBI to communicate, and not in a bad way. So I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna get the FBI to communicate with BG and every prison guard, every prison jailmate, and tell them that God said we want honesty. And the ideas I got will rock your world, will help you when you come out. So, bullet there, I don't have no beef with you. I was in Judge Kennedy program, and one person told me in the class, I sat up there. We had our argument. You know what he told me? He said, when he was on the phone with his girlfriend with his last, he said he just act like that when y'all treat him bad. Because that phone conversation when he was up in jail, he talking to his girl, and what they told me, I got a lot of love for you. We got a lot of argument and everything. But understand there's too much confusion going on, too much lies, too much understanding. The truth has not been given here, Boosie. I want you to hear me because what I'm about to do is something you're not going to like. And God said, not just people in America not going to know. In the outside world, people in prisons and jails going to know when I hit that trigger and tell a president to communicate with everybody in prison. Talk to my children even when they're in jail and they have a Bible and they believe in me. Let them know how truth feels. Let them know when honesty is being given in America. Let them know when we stand by that. We stand by that truth. We stand by that honesty. We stand about keeping it real. I haven't lied to the senators. I haven't lied to that judge. I haven't lied to anybody or anything of what I say. I have kept it 100 on everything I have talked about in front of that judge. And Senator Newman already know, but the mayor was playing. The DA wanted to drag this on. That is the point. Let me tell you how they already know. Some people came and saw me when I was in Carrollton, Texas, while I was asleep. They already know. They came and checked up on me. You think you wasn't going on with the behavior that they did, that they know about that you didn't know? When they came and checked up on me, some important people came and checked up on me in Carrollton, Texas. And they passed me when I was in that cell.
I don't know if it's just me,
I
but
want you to know something. I want you to know you're dealing and tell me. God said, I'm sorry this had to be spoken to the streets. I told the DEA when I texted my lawyer. Some more important people came and saw me and asked me, you want more? Let him stay in there, you want more? You think I haven't watched, kept my eyes on everybody that came and saw me when I was asleep or awake, when I was half asleep with my eyes half open? You think I don't know people that came in there? When I was in jail in 2019? You really think that? But the mayor's playing dumb. City hall members playing dumb. Everybody in that courtroom playing dumb. So Bruce, let me tell you what I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. We are gonna message everybody and every person. Then I'm gonna tell her, let them do it. God said it needs to be done. God said I'm gonna tell the president to reach out to BG out there in jail and tell him that you're a liar with MO3 them and Trap Boy Fred and the rest of them. Reach out to people and not go. My fight is bigger than yours right now. My fight is bigger than your understanding. Bullet there. God said we have a right to choose our own path and choose destiny where we should fit in America. Leaders that, you know what that governor of New York told me that before he stepped down, I'm sorry that he had to step down. Before he stepped down, leaders be by themselves. Then he talked about relationship, and I kind of had an understanding of his mentorship. When he was trying to tell me, and he kind of helped me grow too as a New York governor. And before he stepped down, him and his brother stepped down off of sin, and then I kind of just listened to him. It had a more of an understanding how to be a leader and be by yourself until you find something powerful and understand those things and how we do those things and understand those things and more understanding. You're way over your head. They was already watching. You playing God, man. God said my home is everywhere. One thing, I would never turn my back on God, and I would never turn my back on my country. You know how? You know how people would know? By my spirit, not by my words. By my spirit. By the way I carry myself. By the way I wake up and I here to attack things. Not by my words. Not by these things. I want you to look at my spirit. And it might confuse you because God said it ain't meant for you to understand. You might think wrong when you see me. God don't want you to understand me. Because they hated God because God was, because the power that he held and the things that he holds. God said, I will never betray my people in my country, but would you betray me? Y'all did it once. Would you betray me? And it's already seemed like Boosie don't want to confess. Why would I reply and send them to have their eyes on you every time? I just want to tell them what God told me to tell you. And they already had your eyes on you from 2019. You just pawn, boy. Hey, they don't want to listen. You two don't want to pay attention. I, I'm just a regular American citizen, but you make it a problem. They getting themselves killed in here by listening to trap like Freddie and Yellow Breeze. Garcia had no pity for manipulation. Had no pity when these kids want to follow Trap Boy, Freddie, and Yellow Breeze and want to listen to other people. I have no pity for them. When kids want to attack you and they being controlled. That's their problem. But if you choose to carry out that threat, and these kids choose to carry, I'm gonna tell you, I'm from New Orleans, Boosie from Louisiana. And I got enough brains and enough sense like on Baller Block and Birdman to take you motherfuckers out. You know what people in 2000 and medical tank was calling me? That the bodies in the medical tank was calling me in Dallas in 2019? What up, Birdman, 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 Birdman? Birdman, they're calling me Birdman in the medical tank. Calling me Bird Baby, Birdman. I'm not trying to be in, calling me Birdman. You want to know in that medical tank? When the security guard was taunting the cellmate and beating on the glass. Let's talk about that with the Justice Department. We're gonna understand. And the doctor sitting up there watching. All of they dumbasses in there sitting up there watching in the jail cell. You think I didn't have my eyes on y'all the whole time? Every doctor in that medical tank over there. You think I wasn't watching y'all from across the hall? You really think God said you think I wasn't watching you? People say I play dumb. They play dumb. They call me out of my name. You think I'm dumb. I don't think I'm dumb. I think I'm smart, intelligent, loved by God, loved by everything, and I have a right. They don't think that I had my eyes on them in that jailhouse, in that medical tent. They really think I didn't have their eyes on them, watching them, scoping the scene, studying every doctor and every nurse. They really think I didn't have my eyes on them while they sit at that table. You really think the mastermind couldn't study you? They looked at me at that medical tent while they worked. You did exactly what I wanted you to do. Let me tell you what kept me going in 2019 when they had me in that cold and they stripped me down. Memories I have in my ex and me and Marissa standing outside in the cold and we having our shirts in and me and Sabina hugging us. That kept me going. My memory of remember what I've been through and how we stood in the cold. Even when they had me sitting down on that ground and they stripped me down with that rope and sometimes had me sitting on that pavement in that rope. Those memories I have with them hugging Sabina in the cold and doing all of this, and me and Marissa putting our hands on our shoulders and our shirt. Those memories, when that dumbass doctor in Dallas County, those memories I have with Sabina and Marissa kept me going. And it kept me warm when they decided to strip me down and they dumbass don't want to do nothing to change and the system don't want to move. And the system don't want to move and keep an innocent person up in there. You think I didn't watch it? You see, Jones Victoria was talking to me while I was in there. DJ Kelly, everybody wanted to pretend to be something. DJ Kelly was talking to me while I was on TV. Said, "You want to live? You want to survive?" But everybody was looking because everybody calling themselves somebody. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. But everybody talking about they want to beat me and all the rest of them, but nobody wanted to listen to me. You mad because I acknowledge myself. It's just not before I went in jail. It was about when I was in Carrollton and all y'all buffooning was going on. God told me to tell the Center and FBI to talk to everybody in that prison. God wants you to hear me. God said, I want you to hear me because I got plenty of people that believe in me in prison, in jail, and most of them don't try to manipulate them. But God said, I want them to hear me real clear. It's going good. How you doing? It's going good. I just want Boosie to hear me. It's going good. How y'all doing? And I want to tell you what we about to do from every prison, from every cell, with everything that is. And I'm about to tell the president to reach out to BG and tell him, don't believe your lies. Don't believe your lies. So what we're about to do when I put my hand on that trigger, God telling me to do it. And he's not speaking to me with these people talking about in here and then one of these doctors going to ask me in 2019 when I go back to court. You think God talking to you? God ain't talking to me. My other disciples talking to me. And God is telling me something in the spirit. God speak through other people. He hide his name. He hide his words. He hide his words. He hide his voice. But he speak to other people. You're going to hear the connection to other God disciples. I have a right to choose my destiny. But now that the synonym know in the courtroom keep fucking up with the DEA them and may keep lying for third parties and other people want competition. You gotta get competition. And it's taking a lot. Senator Harris was watching. You know, Hillary Clinton, that phone thing was on my other broadcast when I was talking to about that project and on other broadcasts. And all it was watching me the whole time. But they want me to argue with people and kids that's listening to Yellow Breezy God that listening to Trap Boy Freddie, and then you want me to argue with them. God said, why should I argue with you? The state DA should have listened with their dumb ass, and the Mayor Eric Johnson should never abused his power with the patriot and the governor. They should have never did it. And the other senators and them know. The fact remains, God said, you speak my name. When you cash in that dollar, that's my name. When you got that dollar in your hand, you speak in my name, my but not. That's my dollars. You got my name on that dollar that your mob money. God said you can choose your destiny. God gave me that choice. He always gave me that choice. When jobs and job court denied me and denied me of growth, and I kept going. He always gave me that choice. You know, I'm gonna tell people something. When I first had an evaluation at Newman Smith to see what I'm good at, blah, blah, and most of them they say I'm good at with my hands. I'm good at with my hands. And then they asked me about what you think about what's going on in the world. And I told them, they said we can't control what goes on in the world. But I might can't control what goes on in the world, but I can control my life. I can control the way my success goes. And I think they didn't like that. Even Doris, my ex-girlfriend, and Newman Smith, she didn't like that. She didn't like that because when I was in a relationship, I always thought ahead. They wanted to live in the moment. I wanted to plan in the moment. My mindset was always bigger than that. We was not the same. I have come a long way from. I was working at Amazon in Irving, and I remember, and I'm gonna tell Billy's sister, I'm gonna have to tell him that I saw Doris at Amazon, and she friends with Chris Palmer. That Chris Palmer stole away from me. Let me tell you why I lost my friend Chris Palmer in Dallas, Texas, because of the mall behavior. Offering my friend jewelry, and he couldn't see what was going on. He and he and he laughed and he did stupid ass behavior. Didn't caught what's going on. And I wanted Chris Palmer to stay away from me after that. That friendship got ruined because they offered my friend a piece of jewelry in that mall. Listen to that song called All Day by Kanye West. All day, man. My mama think I'm keeping a secret. So she told me I'm gonna play it, baby. I'm making it. I don't got time for that, man. I don't got time for that when other people don't want to hear it. I don't got time for that stuff, man. But when I get kicked out, the streets don't give a fuck about themselves. Communities in Dallas, they want me to stop because the belief system. I get kicked out. They think about themselves in Dallas communities. They think about themselves, rich people. Everybody want control and domination. They want those things. They think about themselves. Why should I lose my throne and my seat have already been planted? But I have to work for something that Joe Biden and Obama and them already know, and the rest of the Trump and them already know the lies that Boosie tell, and he's stuck into. He tell, I'm gonna have a beating to your lies. But Joe Biden talking about money that he's been given and all the rest of that, all the rest of those things, right? When people taking and not understanding what have God has given. His son got a talent, right? He do work, right? Joe Biden's son, and I don't got no problem with Joe Biden. Joe Biden's son do work, right? Joe Biden's son do work. He do all work. He autistic. He do work, right? God said we are all equal. Why we can't all have the same when we short our time? God said, I'm about to reach out to my children in prison. How you like it? I kept it real with everybody, and everybody not keeping it real with me. Hmm? Let me tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell President I need a favor. I'm gonna tell FBI I need a favor, and I don't work out for them, even though they know. I'm gonna tell them to reach out to Boosie and every prison person in New Orleans, from every jail from New Orleans and Louisiana, that lies are being told, not studied, even though they might don't care and they don't give a damn. But God said I care, and I give a damn, and America give a damn. So I'm gonna tell the president I need a favor. God need a favor from you. We know you hold the power to everything, but I want you to reach out to BG and every person that believes in me. If it's in Louisiana, that's in Angola, everybody have their faith in me. And tell them, Boosie them not being honest. And when I leave, we're walking out that door and know that I'm the truth and God was the truth. And know that God is with me in the spirit. When I leave out my door, whatever happens, happens. But God know I'm the truth. America know I'm the truth. The heavens know I'm the truth. Everything. I want you to know something because my spirit gonna confuse you and you're gonna think wrong. It's not meant for you to understand. You thought you understood God? You really thought you understood God? They bringing old videos with Boosie up on there and promoters and everybody bringing old videos with Boosie up on there. This is my boy right here. And everybody pretend to be him. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. That's my boy right there. Let me tell you, I like what he do. Christian, right? I know they being fake and the lies and that. Boy, you doing what you do. I like the way you handle yourself, Christian, right? I like the way you handle yourself, man. I'm a big fan and I've been watching you. I like that. That's why I know that imposter. Even if he would have dissed me, I would have been like, no. So I'm gonna tell you something. I want honesty and I want the Justice Department to know something when they communicate with BG and every prison person in there. BG said, all my life I kept it real. Real. I want them to communicate with everybody in prison. That ain't right, man. That ain't right what Dallas and them did. It ain't right what the mayor and them did to me, man. This is a one-sided situation, and that's not fair. This is a one-sided situation. And that's not fair. And I'm gonna touch the Justice Department while Boosie lie and Yellow Breeze and them lie and talk about what they didn't do me and G's and them took sides and the rest of them and all the rest of these things. Why should I be a victim? And I'm being honest. Even though the streets don't care and the other people in prison probably don't care. And so, God said, look here, you have to just stand up when others are being lied to and others not trying to just hear you out. When they deal with their tax dollars, when they deal with those tax dollars, my mama said, keep everybody out your business. One thing I told my mama, the mayor's already put everybody in this business. City Hall, what they did in that mall. When they tax dollars, I told my mama the attorney general get what's coming to him. What about the mayor and city hall now? They the only person that's not getting what's coming to them. And they the only one that's not willing to step down. They the only one not willing to take responsibility for their actions. I have read books when I was at there, and I'm not lying. I called the mayor assistant in 2000. I should have called the industry, but I should have never called that. Everybody want me to keep on. Let them keep doing the thing what they want to think. At the end, I ain't scared at the end of the day. I ain't what it is, what it is. But that what the people want. That what Texas want and mayor want, where he can stay and abuse his power. Him and City Hall and the members, and they don't give a damn because they know the community don't give a damn. They care about themselves. And I'm gonna tell the Justice Department, he's stalling the prosecutor stalling, and they don't give a damn because they care about themselves. And what y'all did me, no, nobody care what them. That's their problem. I don't care what anybody say. That's their problem, man. That's their problem. My mama don't even know half of the things that's going on. I told her, "Thank you, what's the sense for that?" People don't have to say your name to make you the topic of conversation. God want honesty to be given. And the senators, they should know honesty is here. The president should know honesty is here. Before y'all even came involved, they was watching about the Social Security, about my effort to willing to change, to address the issues. My mission was bigger than y'all's, of lies and deceit. But God said, I didn't know this battle was going to be as far as it's going to be. They got too many liars in the city. That's why they want to attack me. After this said and done, my family don't want me to leave. But after this said and done, I probably go get my passport and fly to Paris. I don't want to deal with this stuff, man. All right, what if our dreams, when we have dreams, what if our dreams can tell us if we dreaming about our loved ones, our family, and we think about somebody we love and anybody we think dream about, what if our dreams can tell us about the spirit of our loved ones and friends and what we need to change? And it's going to be hard to communicate and connect. It's going to be hard to understand those things about those things. But our dreams tell us a story about how we look at each other in the spirit and how we observe each other. Our dreams tell us not God said, I can come to you in spirit. When you look at your loved one, when you dream about somebody, the spirit, you're watching the body, you're watching the spirit, you're watching the facial expression. What do you need to change when you look in your loved one's eyes or your friend's eyes? But you have to be honest when it comes to when you look in your loved one's eyes and your friend's honest spirit. God is showing us stuff in the spirit where we need to learn how to change about ourselves when we talk to each other in a dream. So we understand those things where all dreams are not real, but let me tell you something. You can take some dreams how it is somewhat duty or somewhat. All dreams are not true, but you need to listen and when you catch on to the spirit of your family or your friends that you think about, your lover, whatever you think about, catch that facial expression in your dreams. If you arguing with each other, if you do anything like that, see how you can work with each other in the spirit. See how to maneuver those things. My mama don't know. I told my mama the truth. God said you can't do nothing else. So let me what I'm gonna tell the Trump knows, and I'm gonna reach out to Michelle Obama. God told me Michelle Obama, and I'm gonna reach out to Joe Biden. And I'm gonna tell God told me to tell you to reach out to every single person in prison. Like we need you that believes in us, that believes in that right of thing. And I will not stop. Why should I compete? God said, Yellow Breezy have no competition with me. Big Tech have no competition with me. Something that our Jordan Victoria and Jay Jackson and Steven are throwing punchlines at me. I have gave honesty. And as long as I know I lived and I live my truth, that what matters the most. We know we're not done. I hate that we live in different counties. Because everybody don't know what everybody been through. My mama surely don't know what I've been through on those streets, and nobody killed you. God care. I don't care about other people that care about themselves, but they are lying. Let me tell you what we're about to do. God said, I want all of my disciples to hear me in and out and tell them I'm not at the competition with Yellow Breezy, and I've been knowing it. And Senator Ted and Joe Biden knows it, and Trump knows it, and Hillary. You're no competition for me, Yellow Breezy, a big time. I should not have to fight for something. Then they tried to ruin my relationship with Mirza by lying to him. But you know, I told Rick, and I told Rick and Samantha got a lot of lies in these streets. So let me tell you what you're gonna do. We're gonna tell the Justice Department and FBI. God told me to tell you to reach out to everybody in every prison. I want you to reach out to everybody and then go to BG. And Joe Biden, when you reach out to BG and send a letter to BG, I want you to give him the truth about Yellow boosting them and Yellow breezing them lying. When you reach out to other prison people in there, give them the truth of honesty. When the DEA office and the lawyers and the state attorneys go to Dallas County and arrest them, give them the truth. God is asking, even though if they don't care, but let them hear anyway. Even though they don't want to hear, God said. God said, you tell lies, you gonna deny me, little Boosie. Like you can't even mention my nigga. You can't even mention my child name. You can't even and do you talk about God and you deny one of God true. That mean if you would know me and act like you don't know me, you would know God. So what I'm about to do, Boosie, and tell the President Joe Biden, God needs faith. America needs faith. I don't know Bullet there. I don't know none of them. And I hope he hear me. I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know him. But don't let other people's lives get in the way. Ego get in the way. And we're going to talk and communicate of the lies him and Vibe TV talk. So what I'm about to do is something that's not understandable because the DEA and the Dallas mayor have done me wrong. And people want to attack me because it's a one-sided situation. Even if it was a one-sided situation, they're gonna believe what they want to believe. They're not gonna listen to no other people believe. And God said those people can't be reasonable. They'd rather not believe in me and listen to others.
I don't know if it's just me, but I find it so hard to make new friends post grad.
I'm not doing anything. They lying to the people. They lying to the American streets and the American people. Mary Johnson, he still don't want to tell the truth. One person can cause me so much problem. One lying mayor and city hall member can cause me one problem. And the attorney general could cause me so much problem. They say I'm a joke when I was in Raleigh and I told the justice department, they say I'm a joke, right? God said he a joke for listening to people. Then they want to team up and attack you because they being controlled. My favorite song, Mick Mills, I put it on, this is for Dallas. And I'm on Dallas website and I did it because when me and Mirza used to sit in the house, we used to listen to Young Hot and Mick Mills freestyle. And one of my songs that I like by Mick Mills, I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper. You know, I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper. And when Mick Mills was first jumping off the porch and he was freestyling, having things, and you know, and Mick Mills and I had to do this thing because I felt that connection at that moment, even though that video was old, but I felt that. I'm feeling that in the spirit. I don't want to be a performer. I want to have 100 million. So I had to put in for Dallas, Texas, and I had to say, hold up, hold up, hold up. Because I'm feeling like Mick Mills right now in the spirit. And I'm like, and I had to do, I said, Dallas, Texas rappers. I want to know Mick Mills that I'm a big fan. You and Young Hot and all the rest of y'all that did y'all thing. And the rest of y'all that did y'all thing, man. Especially Master 300 and other people in the industry. Boy, Master 300, that's a song I like about Master 300. All I ever wanted was to get my family out the hood, but all I ever wanted was growth. I love y'all. See y'all later. I love everybody talking on my podcast. But Boosie don't speak up when he wants to annoy you and he want to listen ego in the way. But I want Boosie to know that the senators listening to me, other senators from around the world listening to me, other New York senators, other politicians, other people listening to me. Why hip hop annoying me? Why hip hop want to like, and instead of want me to venture out where niggas lie and corruption? I see this shit going on. But God said, you can't break. You can have my body, but you'll never have my spirit.